All right, all right. How's everybody doing? Coming up on high noon here in Chicago, 11:57, February 25. Last day of the month, coming on Friday. So we're gonna get a new month, right? We're gonna get a new week, and then we start to go into the last month of the quarter. All right. So we'll see, and then we'll start blending in a lot of the quarters and see where they stand. There's a lot of ones in there, but there typically is a lot of ones and threes. So we'll see. All right. So SPY shrunk a little bit, right, and we busted out, right. Remember, I was talking. I wanted to just make a point about this because I said we get these big moves. We got that move to the downside, and we got to come back down, choppy, 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 broke again, chop again, chop again, chop again. And then what started to happen here, it started to tighten. Oh, just over the last, going back to here, and what day was that? That was the 13th, okay? Right square in the middle of the month there, too. All right, or just about, right? So notice that we couldn't make the higher highs anymore. See that? Couldn't get those highs anymore, and then they break again, and now here we are. So are we going to get back up to the top of the range, which we could, all right? But the question is, do we get out of this mess that we're in? All right. So if it is, this is the beginning stage of it happening, but I'm not calling that yet. All right. So um, again, though, I just want to make the point that we're not getting those big bold moves anymore like we were getting like here and here, this kind of stuff, right? So it tightened up. All right. So I wanted to make a point of that. SPY is sitting on the highs of the day. If it wants to get the magnitude, it's gonna have to get all the way back up to 695.35. We're trading at 692.54 right now. It's kind of slow and sleepy today to the upside on SPY, but SPY is at least moving. All right. Who's leading really? It's the diamonds. They were leading in the beginning of the day, and then they crapped out, and they brought them back in. All right. And here we go with the same thing with the chop. Hasn't been as crazy as SPY's been. All right, this has been a lot tighter. All right, but we got that move to the upside. We hit the new highs, and what was I saying the other day? We got to find something that's going to show us that we can get back up to 50,000, all right, or whatever, 505, right? 50,000 on the Dow Jones, 500 on the diamonds. All right, so here now we got a 212 on a daily. That's a nice setup. That's a nice start. Okay, can it triangle out? Yes, immediately. All right, but 212 back up. That's a nice hammer on the day, and we got and we're you know going through 2 months of just really choppy. All right, so maybe we start to get them things turning around. I'm not thoroughly convinced, but we'll see. All right. Now, after NVDA reports today, everything could change to either side. Okay. Because if tech starts to move, um, then what'll happen is that will become the focus of the markets, and then only them good stocks that are left behind, like the ones that we know, the ones that we've been relying on while all this garbage has been going on. We're going to have those stocks that we're going to know the ones that are going to go with it. All right, so that's going to be tricky too. All right, so anywho, back up here, nice hammer today. All right, I don't it's trying to chase out 496.99 right now. That's only $2 and change, man. That could be had, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, we'll see. Like I said, it's kind of sleepy here, and Q's kind of fell apart, man. It just turned into this. Okay, this is what happened. We made the 2-2 up, and there's where your high was. It looks like we're trying to come back to the highs right now, trying to get back out of this. All right, but we'll see if anything happens. We got 30s just flipping here at 12 o'clock now. All right, so we got a new bar coming in here. I'm on 15s, and as you see, there we are. We know that our support level now is at 612. All right, we got to stay above that. If it starts to go below that, definitely time to start like buttoning things up and um, and get your stops and that kind of stuff. All right, so we'll see. We'll see. All right. So again, it's still in Chopville. I wouldn't be surprised if you see it come back inside here. The day is supported well. Right, 2-2 up, sitting on the highs of the day. It is supported well. All right, and we've had that chop. It tightened up, and now we see if it goes. All right, so it's like, one of these times, right? I say that a lot. One of these days, they're actually going to get out. So we'll see. Let's go. Oh boy, I tell you, did anybody get the work day? Did anybody get the? Did anybody get the work day? All right, how about the gapper down on work day? Opened at, where did it open at? It opened at 100 and, wait a minute. Hold on, I gotta get it on the right one there. 119.56, guys. 119.56. What did I say on this morning? Watch that one. That thing could turn around. They might have them wrong on the earnings. It wasn't that the earnings were wrong. I mean, maybe it was because it was at the bottom of the broadening formation. Maybe it was already at a discount, and then you throw the crappy retail earnings in there, and it's just like a fly in the ointment, man. All of a sudden, boom, look at this move to the upside now. This thing was down, 19 bucks, and wasn't that much. No, it was down about 13 or 14 bucks to the downside, reversed and positive now. All right, huge turnaround on workday. That was a big one. Here was another one that we talked about, was First Solar. We had First Solar gapping down this morning. Looked horrible. Okay, so coming down here, we opened at 197. 197.54. This thing turned around and ran as well. All right, so First Solar, another one coming back down from the bottom of the broadening formation. All right, so First Solar, that one turned out to be pretty good too. Kava's been moving nice all day. There hasn't been really no pullbacks on Kava at all. All right, she's just it's hard to trade here, this thing, because it's just not, just nothing going on, you know what I mean? See, now it's starting to chop out again. It's just difficult to do anything with it. All right, so Kava, nice move there. IBM, I like IBM because it did, look what it did on the day. It's got the 212 back up. All right, we're almost halfway through that bar. All right, IBM's going to get back. I'll tell you, if NVDA comes out with good numbers, this is going to be up. All right, IBM is going to be up. IBM will be higher. All right, and then Salesforce is going to report today. This one's doing pretty well too. 2-2 back up. These are all the ones I was talking about this morning. SAP, Adobe, all these stocks, right? The Cloudflare. All right, 2-2 up here. NVIDIA doesn't show up. You're probably going to see some of these stocks make the break to the downside. All right, so we'll see what happens with this thing. Is it a good bet here? I really can't say. All right, but Salesforce and then Snowflake, because that's going to report as well. All right, so Snowflake, nice, sitting on the highs of the day right now. All right, so things have been moving pretty good. We know that the Qs have stalled out, because look what just happened now. Come back in, like I said, probably just going to come back in again here. So I see more choppiness here. So there's hesitation here because of the unknown. But the day is stout. Okay, day's pretty good. All right, so that one got going on that circle, CRCL. I don't think there's any room for this thing right now. at 29%. I don't see it going to 40% today. I think this thing's had it here for the day. This is a nice move to the upside. I mean, it could expand. But the next magnitude is going to be 83.73. That's a bit of a hike. All right, so I think this could just chop out the rest of the day here. We'll wait and see. Maybe you'll get a break back to the downside, and then it might show you something that could be a reversal back up to the upside. But I would sit tight on that one as well. All right. That iridium that I talked about today, there's nothing to do here. Three of my positions are all inside day today. That one right there, iridium is stuck inside. There's nothing I can do. Okay, it's inside until it expands from there or from down there. There's nothing to do. All right, it's all just trapped inside there. All right, so iridium is in that boat. Boeing is in that boat with the 2-1. All right, I'm Boeing. All right, 2-1 there as well. All right, and Nike, and Nike's 2-2. All right, so Nike is getting a couple of days of rest, and hopefully he's ready to run. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Nike, put on your Nikes and run. All right, you getting it? You picking up the pun here. All right, so 1-1. All right, so we got consolidation for 2 days. I don't see that thing busting out right now. All right, but I like the fact that you're one and you're smaller in there. All right, so the smaller they come out of, the bigger they seem to get. All right, so we'll see with that one. What else here? Going just over the names that we had this morning. This Jazz was pharmaceutical. This guy's having a great day to the upside here. Jazzy. All right, Jazz Farm coming back down right now. See if it can get some relief coming back down here. But Jazz Farm having it. And with that note, pull up XLV and we'll say, oh, yeah, shoot her down on the day. All right, so XLV coming back down on the day here, but Jazz Farm holding up pretty darn good. Okay, Oracle was on my list. I don't think I talked about that one this morning, so let's talk about it now. Oracle's doing okay. It's up $3.45. It's up 2.36%. It's trying to come back from hell, and it's literally been in hell because you got the 2-1-1. So it sat for 2 weeks, all right, and didn't do anything, and then it makes the lower low, and it's starting to get better. If that month starts to get a little bit better, I wouldn't buy it here because it could still be triangled out. But I think you got to wait for this to grow a little bit better, and we'll watch that one. And we look at Avgo, AVGO coming back inside today now after the move to the upside. Try to fight back. Stranger things have happened because we got the green on the week and we got the green on the month and we're inside, we could possibly reverse this thing and go back up to the highs. That would be a nice trade. Right now trading at 332, trying to get back to 335. That would be a nice trade if you could get that back up. And right now you got that 3, so let that 15 close out. I'd like a little bit better. I'd like the 30. Nice hammer on the 30. Look for that. Okay, give me the 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2 back up to the highs of the day. They're pretty good. All right. Keep a tight stop, but maybe just maybe, baby. All right, we'll see if something can happen there. Open. I think I talked about open. This one here, you see it, right? It got up here, 2-2 back down, and then gave us the 2-1-2. All right, today. Can this reverse and go back up? I'm watching it on the 60s, but on here right now, I'm just showing you on 30s because I just changed them. It's chopping. It's trading at a little bit of a discount right now, but I don't know, man. If it get up through 506, I think then maybe this thing could get back up. There's a lot of all the option action is dried up in that thing, so I don't see the vol as much as we were getting it before. All right. Diageo tried to really get back up. Was one other one we talked about this morning. Diageo. Down, down, down everywhere. Gapper down everywhere. Crappy down everywhere. And here's your day. Tried to get going here. Puked it out. I don't think she could get back to 89.41 again today. There's just too many things there against you right now. That would be really valiant if that thing could get back up, but I don't think so. All right, let's finish it up and we'll look at Tesla. All right, Tesla takes the week up. It's outside now, so we look for the 3-2-2 back up, right? And the month is better. All right, maybe we get a rally coming into March here. Okay, I'm saying it quietly, all right, but we could get some kind of relief here. All right, coming back up right now on you got a nice hammer there. It's not crazy. I'm not in love with it, but I'll live with it. Shoot her down on the day on Tesla, so that I think there's a lot of people waiting for Tesla to go up so they could sell their stock. I think that's exactly what's going on. All right, so anywhere above 422, 423, you're going to see some sellers. All right, and then we'll see if we can find some support levels there. Okay, Tesla, Google is trying to fight back right now. Google all of a sudden just turned around and went the other way here. So shoot her back down now. It's garbage, man. I had the 312 kind of trapped inside here. It was the 312 downer they got back. It was cooking an inside 30, and now all of a sudden now they put the kibosh on it and they start breaking that down. But I'm looking at the diamonds here, and they're still holding up pretty well. So we'll see what happens with Google. I don't know. Google's like kind of just not playing ball. Who's winning, man? Apple's winning, man. Look at that 212 up on the week. Look at him gonna take that day up. I'm waiting for him to take that day at 275.11. Here you go, Apple. All right, chopping. But Apple's fought back. Apple's fought back real good too. All right, Microsoft. I still gotta be patient. Grandpa is tired. He's 2-2 up today now. He's starting to wake up a little bit from the sleep. There you go on the hammer. If that hammer finishes out strong here, and you get this month to firm up, and you got a hammer, you could have a 2-2-2 back up. If they get their marching orders and they start to move, okay? They haven't gotten their marching orders in a long time. All right, Amazon, another one here. Get up through. I'll say it again. Get up through 212. And make that your support level and start moving back to 230. Okay, 230 to 233, something like that. Okay, but just can't get it done. And I'm gonna leave it with the last guy. That's NVDA. NVDA did its job today. I gotta say, starting to break a little bit, coming back down. And as you can see, there hasn't been too many 30s that have come back down. This is the first some profit taking here. That's all it is. All right. So you get the 2-1 inside with the 2-2 back down. Look for your magnitudes coming back down. Look to see if there's a reversal. Earnings, they're going to report, so be careful. But the point I really want to make about it is on the weekly right here, 194, 195, I'm going to call it. I like it like 194.70. That has to be our new support level. Okay, now today it could go crazy. Okay, we don't know. All right, but when things fall out, 194, I don't think we want to be going below there. Okay, regardless of what the numbers come out or anything. All right, that has to become our new support level, and then we'll see what brings. All right, on that note, that's it. 20 minutes, way too long. All right, I'm out. Be good.